What is poppin', Funko fans? Welcome back to our part 2 list of the Phantom Menace Funko Pops that we need. I am joined tonight by longtime friend, collector, and co-host Nick Ramsey. Man, how we doing tonight?
I am very excited. You know, we had part 1 last week and all those pops are included in this list, but I am super excited for part 2. But before we get started, make sure you smash the like button, drop a comment if you like any of these pops, or if you have any ideas on other pops that could have made the list. And like always, make sure to sub so you're always up to date with what we have going on here. But Alec, I'm ready to go if you are.
Yeah, man, I'll go ahead and leave the list off. So to kick this thing off, we have a Padawan, Obi-Wan, Kenobi custom pop, not a concept, but a custom made by the Barber Custom.
Yes, sir. So an awesome physical pop that is actually out there in the world. Next,
yes, love that.
Yep. Next, we actually have a concept of that pop. So Padawan Obi-Wan number 2 that is designed by Fun.Concepts.
Yeah, man. Also, incredible concept there. Super cool. Number 3 on this list, this is made by Reviver. We have a Droideka Pop. We said it in the last video. Cannot believe we don't have one of this already.
Yes, sir. Going off the separatist side of it, we have Newt Gunray, which is made by What Now Pops. I think this is a really cool concept of one of the main antagonists of this movie, so definitely would add this to the collection.
That would have to go in some sort of villain section of some sort. I would love to have one. Moving on, speaking of villains, we have Palpatine in his Meknow chair. This is made by Pop-Up Custom.
Yes, sir. I wouldn't really call this a ride, but it's just a cool single pop that has a really cool base.
It would still fit in a standard box.
Yeah, definitely. Next up, we have Qui-Gon with Poncho. Now, as you can see on the screen, this is the concept version made by the Barber Custom, but he actually made a Barber Custom, and we have that custom on screen now. So definitely a really cool concept that turned into a real pop of Qui-Gon with his poncho.
Yeah, I love when people go out of their way to make the physical pop itself.
Yes. Next up on the list, we have Padme in her orange garb. This is also made by Jay Bavart, and this is when they're on Queen Amidala's starship, but before we know that Padme is Queen Amidala, right after they pick up Anakin. Next up, we have one of the rides for the list. We have Maul on his speeder. Now, this is another one. Maybe we should have spread these out because we had like 5 in a row made by Jay Bavart. So we have a couple more coming up from him following.
Yeah, we should. Moving on, another droid on this list that would be an awesome addition to droid collectors. We have TC-14 made by Reviver, and this is the droid at the very, very beginning that bring Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon their refreshments.
Yes, sir. Next up on the list, we're going to take it to Tatooine, and we have Anakin in his pod racer. This is yet another ride on the list made by Jay Bavart.
Yeah, man. So we are moving into the pod racer part of this list, and we have another pop made by Jay Bavart of Sebulba in his pod racer. We finally got a Sebulba a little while back, but this one will be of him driving his pod racer.
Yes, sir. And rounding off the pod racing portion of this list, we have arguably one of the most famous pod racers in the game. We have Ben Quadrineros made by Stafford Christian.
Yeah, man. I don't know how, but on this list, I keep getting these droids, but this one is actually a droid ride, and this is a B1 battle droid on the Separatist Armored Assault Tank. This one is also made by Reviver.
Yes, sir. And one more made by Reviver. We have Anakin in the Nubian Starfighter. So now we're taking these last few pops to the final climactic battle of the movie. So we have Anakin and his Starfighter.
Yeah, man. So next up, we have another pop of Padme, but this one is her specifically on the assault on Naboo, and this one is made by Jay Bavart.
Yes, and Queen Amidala's captain, made by the Barber Custom, we have Captain Panaka. We put these two together because they're wearing very similar clothing, so definitely cool pops, but it might even be cooler if it was a 2-pack, but this one made by the Barber Custom.
Yeah, man. And to wrap this list off, we have the scene from this list. And this is Obi-Wan versus Darth Maul. This is co-collaborated by Fun.Concepts and Jay Bavart. And this pop has actually somewhat come to life lately with the 3-pack of Maul, Kenobi, and Qui-Gon. So we got a little bit of a taste of that, but I really like this concept.
Definitely. I have the first 2 pre-ordered, so I am ready to get that in the mail already. But guys, we can't thank you enough for coming back for not only part 1 last week, but the final version of this list from the Phantom Menace. Again, if there are any specific ones that you like on the list, make sure you comment. And if you have any ideas of what could have made the list, make sure to put those down there as well. But until next week's list and, the slew of videos we have coming out in the future, make sure to keep it popping.